Hey everyone, welcome back. So today is Tuesday and it is a lot better day today, at least in the markets. We weren't down as much, we were down a little bit, but some of the miners were up, some of the miners were down, wasn't too bad. Bitcoin's still a little bit down from where it started yesterday. So we'll take a look at Bitcoin, the miners, we'll take a look at Astoria on MicroStrategy, and if they're going to get margin called, which doesn't look like they are, but we'll take a look at that. And Digihost provided some pretty good news. They're actually going to be expanding possibly. So we'll get into all that, but as always, not financial advice. You guys know the drill here. And let's get into it. Also, I'm investing in the following coins and companies, full disclosure. All right. So let's take a look at Bitcoin first. Bitcoin is at 21,466 right now. We are obviously off of our lows from yesterday a little bit. We did hit obviously a low of about 20,821. We're at 21,455 right now. And this is on the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, still not looking too good as far as the RSI is concerned. Looking at the RSI here on the previous hour, we were at about 33. Bitcoin price is at about 21,456. Last time we were right around this RSI, we were higher at right around here. We're at 21,939. So we still have that price decline while RSI is holding steady here. This leads me to believe that we may be going down a little bit more. Not sure exactly when. We may be going up here for a little bit, then we go down. What I really want to see is the RSI stay flat while the price is going up. That's really what I want to see on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily charts. If we look at the 15-minute charts, we do see a little bit of a break possibly on it. So here, just the last 15 minutes, we can see here, we were at 35 on the RSI, which is kind of right where we were here. And the price was down here at around 21,735, and we are getting closer to that. That gap is kind of closing in a little bit. Same thing if we look over here as well. The price was at right around 22,000 where it finished up, and the prior time to that we were here, which we were at 22,000 as well. So we're, it's kind of evening out a little bit on the 15-minute chart, but that doesn't really mean much. We really need it to happen on the 1 hour chart and 4 hour chart in order for it to mean something, I think, more substantial than possible theories here. Ethereum is at 1,167. So it has obviously gone up a little bit higher today than Bitcoin did. It is obviously down 3.3% so far on the day. Bitcoin's down 4.3% on the day, but it is obviously coming back down in price. Same thing on the RSI with Ethereum. We're seeing kind of the same thing where it was last time around this level, and the price was actually it was lower actually on this one. Is that right? Yep, where we are. So price was actually lower. So we're actually seeing a little bit of reverse here on the on the 15-minute chart. Sorry, on Ethereum where price is going up and the RSI is staying fast. On the 1 hour chart, let's take a look at it, see if we can get any kind of clues here. And Bitcoin price was here last time. Prior to that, we're still having a little bit of a downtrend on price, but at least we're filling that gap in a little bit. So we may have a reversal coming up here in the next several hours, days. We'll have to just keep an eye and see what happens there. All right, let's take a look at the miners. So miners, like I said, had a mixed day today. Annie was down 2.48% to 74 cents, up nicely in the after hours to 77 cents. Argo was down 6.52% to 43 cents. Bit Digital was actually up 4.88% to $1.29. Up a little bit more in the after hours to $1.32. Bitfarms was up 2.24% to $1.37, up a little bit more in the after hours to $1.38. CleanSpark was actually down 0.67% to $4.43, up a little bit in the after hours to $4.45. Cores was up 5.94% to $2.14, up actually down a little bit in the after hours to $2.06. Digihost was down 3.15% to $1.23. DMG was down 4.33% to 20 cents. Hive Blockchain was up 3.42% to $3.02, down a little bit in the after hours to $2.95. Hut 8 was up 2.42% to $1.69, up a little bit more in the after hours to $1.72. Iris Energy down 4.68% to $3.87, flat in the after hours right now. Luxfolio was up nicely today, 9.52% to 11 cents, 11.5 cents. Marathon was up 4.36% to $6.94, up a little bit more in the after hours to $9.65. Mawson was down quite a bit. It was down 18.57%. It seems like it lagged what happened yesterday and it kind of fell on today, and today reached a new 52-week low of $1.69. So it's at $1.71 right now. In the after hours, it's down a little bit to $1.70. Riot was up 5.16% to $4.89, down a little bit in the after hours to $4.84. And finally, Stronghold was down 12.26% to $1.82, up a little bit in the after hours to $1.89. It obviously reached a new 52-week low of $1.82 here today. So, like I said, it was a mixed bag on the miners. And we'll just have to see what happens going forward with Bitcoin. Obviously, tomorrow we have that Fed meeting where they're going to decide whether they go up 50 basis points or 75 basis points. I think it looks like a lot of the investors, analysts, and things like that, they're all calling for at least 75%. They said they have to get obviously inflation under control. And in order to, I guess, provide confidence back in the Fed, they got to raise it up at least 75%, 75 basis points. We'll see if that happens tomorrow. So we'll keep you guys posted on that. And let's get into the stories here really quick. This is going to be a pretty quick video. So we got Digihost, and then we also have MicroStrategy. So let's talk about MicroStrategy here first. Obviously, MicroStrategy is a whale when it comes to holding Bitcoin. They're down about 1.2 billion from where they were with their holdings on Bitcoin. And here's just some quick tidbits on it from Michael Saylor. So we don't expect to receive a margin call, and the company has plenty of additional collateral should we need to post more, Saylor told the Wall Street Journal overnight. So it doesn't look like they're going to have a margin call, and they can obviously add more to it. Saylor MicroStrategy have previously detailed their holdings of 129,218. That's a lot of Bitcoins. That is basically 1/3 of all that were produced in basically 1 year's time. This time around, we're getting about 900 Bitcoins a day. So 900 times 365, we're getting 320 some odd thousand Bitcoins per year. They have 1/3 of that. With roughly 95,000 of that amount unencumbered, a Bitcoin price of about 21,000 could theoretically have the company's lenders demanding more Bitcoin be pledged as collateral. The MicroStrategy chief has further noted that it would take Bitcoin price of about 3,500 before the company might run out of Bitcoin collateral. So that is actually really good news for them. Obviously not right now because they are losing a lot of money, but they're in it for the long haul, I think, which most of us are in it as well. So if they hold on to it, and as long as Bitcoin doesn't go down to zero, they should be fine. We'll be fine as well. When MicroStrategy adopted a Bitcoin strategy, it anticipated volatility and structured its balance sheet so that it could continue to hodl through adversity, Saylor tweeted this morning. So that's also good news. And then somebody's actually backing him up on it, and it's BTIG equity research analyst Mark Palmer ran the numbers himself and came to the similar conclusion. The reality is that 95,643 of the 129,218 Bitcoins held by MicroStrategy are unencumbered and available to the company to post as additional collateral to avoid or address margin call, he wrote. So this is obviously good news. And he describes as clearly incorrect the rumors that MicroStrategy might be selling any of their Bitcoin. So there's also good news. So that's not adding to more further sell pressure. The other thing is, obviously we talked about Celsius in this morning's video. It still doesn't look like they are allowing withdrawals or anything like that. So they're still working on it. They haven't provided a time frame for that. We'll see how that's going to end up. That may also have an effect on it when that does happen on Bitcoin. We'll have to see on that one. And finally, we got Digihost here. So Digihost announces acquisition of 55 megawatt site in Alabama and full repayment of 10 million loan facility. So both good news for Digihost here on this, repaying the loan and on the acquisition here of a facility. So Digihost is obviously pleased to announce that it has entered into an agreement with Greed2 LLC to acquire property in the state of Alabama in order to expand its current operational capacity. All monetary references are expressed in USD unless otherwise indicated. So here's the terms of the agreement. Total purchase price of $2.75 million, $1.5 million of which is due on or before June 17th. So that's coming up here in the next couple of days. And the remaining of $1.25 million is to be paid in 25 equal monthly installments of $50,000 per month, which is quite a bit. Low-cost electricity supply to be purchased from Alabama Power. Site consists of approximately 160,000 square feet of office and industrial warehouse space with initial access to 28 megawatts of power with a total capacity of 55 megawatts, which is really good. So it's nice to see them actually looking to expand. And here's a quote from them. So the company has been pursuing opportunities to significantly increase the capacity of our mining operations and diversify jurisdictional risk in an environmentally conscious manner, said the CEO, Michael Amar. This acquisition checked all the boxes for Digihost as the company is now in a position to double its current hash rate by access to clean and renewable energy sources. So this is really good. And loan repayment, we'll also take a look at my spreadsheet here as far as what the 55 megawatts could mean for them as far as hash rate. So we'll take a look at it here in a little bit. But first, the loan repayment. So on March 2nd, 2022, the company announced the closing of a 10 million committed collateralized revolving credit facility, the loan facility. The loan facility provided Digihost with non-dilutive liquidity options to assist in the financing of its growth strategy. And now the company is pleased to report that as of today's date, the fully drawn loan facility has been repaid. So this is great news. They're getting rid of their debt, which is fantastic, which is really good to hear. And then here's a little bit update on their cash and digital inventory. So cash on hand of approximately 7.9 million. Digital inventory consisting of BTC and Ethereum of approximately 8.7 million based on current BTC and Ethereum prices, respectively. Total cash on hand and digital inventory is of approximately 16.6 million. So they obviously have the cash to pay for the facility if need be. The company made a commitment to its shareholders to conservatively manage its balance sheet and to pay off its outstanding debt by the end of 2022. We are pleased to announce the acceleration of this timeline in light of current market volatility. And they do go into it here a little bit. And then miner commitments. The company does not have any outstanding purchase commitments for miners, and in the current environment will only consider miner acquisitions on an opportunistic basis, which is really good as well. With Bitcoin price coming down, I wouldn't be surprised to see, obviously, the price of the miners coming down as well. There might be even people looking to get rid of them at a discount, whether it's 80% of the value, 75% of the value, just so they can get cash, which might be really good for them. All right, let's take a look at what that would actually mean for them if they got the 55 megawatts. So we got it at 55 megawatts here, which is about 55,000 kilowatts. We know that they can't have the total load on it. It's usually about 80% of the load you can use. And we're using about 3,100 watts per miner. That would be like the Antminers S19s, the Pros, which are like 110, or like the XPs, which are, I think, 140 terahash. So if they just got the miners, they could buy about 14.2 thousand of these miners and install them, and they would be at about 1.56 exahash. Let me zoom this in for you guys so you guys can see it maybe a little bit better. There we go. So if they were able to purchase the miners, the 110 terahash, let's say at 80,000 or 8,000 per miner, add in tariffs, all that, you're looking in shipment, you're looking at maybe what, 10,000 per miner. That's still a lot of money. So 1,494 times 10,000 per miner. That's 1,000. You're still looking at 141 million to grow it. So is my math correct here? 14,184 times $10,000. Yep, 141 million. So that's still a lot of money. A lot of chunk of change there. And you also have to retrofit the facility and everything else to work with the miners. Or unless they do immersion cooling, which could be kind of cool too. And if that's the case, they could go with the Intel A6, which would be obviously, well, not obviously, but possibly less expensive than the miners, which could be about $6,000 per miner, which would be really good as well. So then those costs would come down. But the other thing is they could also purchase the 140 terahash miners, and they would be at about 2 exahash extra once they get up to full 55 kilowatts. But we'll see. Obviously, they're starting out at 28, I believe it was. 28 or 26? Let's see here. What was it? 28. Yeah, so even at 28, let's put that at 28. What would they start out at? 28. We're looking at 7,000 miners. So they're saying they're going to double basically from where they are right now. 1 exahash and the 140 terahash miners. So that's how the math works there. All right. So obviously good news from Digihost. Kind of cool to see them looking to expand, looking to grow. Obviously, we know that they were pretty much done for their miners when they're supposed to be coming in. So this is actually really good. That's it. Today was actually a little bit better of a day. Obviously, not great, not bad. It was an okay day. We'll see how tomorrow shapes up. Tomorrow's going to be interesting because we got the Fed, and we'll see how it goes. But we'll discuss it tomorrow after it happens. So if you guys enjoy these videos, hit the like button, subscribe, helps me out. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow.